Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended. And in this video, I am going to show you the top 10 DPS weapons inside of Ark Survival Ascended. I was actually a little bit shocked because the second, well, and the first, honestly, are not what I thought they would be. I'm going to tell you everything I did to test them, why they would be good, why they wouldn't be good, kind of everything you need to know about these weapons inside of Ark Survival Ascended. Now, I'm only doing ranged weapons in this video. You can see there are 10 ranged weapons inside of my hotbar, and I'm gonna test all 10 of them. I've tested them heavily before this video, but I just wanted to show you and kind of walk you through everything. I'll go from order from worst to best in this video, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started without further ado. So, actually, the number 10th worst overall ranged weapon in this game is the crossbow. Now, at a maximum damage of body shots, and I'm not going to say headshots because landing headshots consistently in Ark is almost impossible, is 94 damage per second, which means on a official server, the most damage you're really ever going to be able to do with a body shot is right around 300 if someone isn't wearing armor. There's no real armor penetration to speak of. There's a little bit technically. So the crossbow comes in at number 10 and isn't really a great PvP weapon. No shocker there. So that's kind of that. But the 9th was a little bit shocking to me, and that is the comp bow. Now, believe it or not, the comp bow does a base damage of 174 per shot if you are hitting upper body, and then that's just full draw, by the way. So if you don't do a full draw, you'll do 97, but 170 is give or take the highest damage per second you're going to be able to pull off. Now, if you're managing to pull off a headshot, it does substantially no more, right around 449 damage per second. But again, because it's a bow, lag, and all kinds of things, you have to aim, and it makes it very difficult to aim when you have to kind of rotate and someone else is moving the other direction. You can even see that you have to off-center it if you're in third-person mode. So you definitely want to be careful about that. So the compo is actually the 9th best because damage per second, it caps out right around on body shots at, again, give or take, right around, again, this is just approximate, right? 174 because you can only pull one arrow per second. So keep that in mind. So yeah, number 9 is the actual compo. Now, some people are immediately going to roid rage at that saying, Teach, I can kill someone through armor with this. Yeah, you also have to hit them, account that they are stuck in place, standing, not moving, and there is travel time for the arrow, meaning that if I was to shoot an arrow into the sky, there's a maximum range time. It just makes it very complex. The compo is actually the 9th best, so kind of funky. Now, the 8th best is this is going to shock me a little bit, but the Fabricated pistol. Now, the Fabricated pistol is able to do, now I'm going to zoom in so you can kind of see, 49 damage per shot to the body. To the head, it's going to do 149, give or take, right? Now, what that means is it caps out at again, this is just a base level, so keep that in mind, is 249 damage per second. Now, I'm assuming you aren't going to be hitting body shots in all these DPSs, so just be aware of that. So 249 damage per second is about what we're capping out when we do these things. If you're able to hit headshots, it does change it a little bit, but I'm not using those to calculate in this video because that means that everything gets multiplied. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So a Fabricated pistol does about 249 DPS, so that's pretty neat. Now, next on my list is the Longneck. Now, the Longneck, much harder to aim, but does 279 damage to a base body shot, and then a headshot is going to deal 839 damage. Now, the one negative is because of the long reload speed, that 279 damage is not super useful, but it's actually got one of the higher headshot damages in the entire game, out damaging the sniper and pretty much everything else for guns. But the only drawback is because of its slow reload speeds, it's only able to do 279 damage per second, making it the 7th best DPS on our list. If the reload speed was just a little faster, that would help a lot, but obviously it's not, so that's just where it places on the list. Now, next on the list, which I thought was a little bit weird, is the assault rifle. Now, assault rifles, per body shot, you're going to be doing 46 damage, and then per headshot, you're going to sit at 140. Now, again, because it has a larger clip, it allows you to basically unload more, but because it doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of damage, you cap out at 469 damage per second for body shots, and the amount of wiggle that you'll notice that this has makes it so it's not really a useful weapon, even though it does a lot of technical bullet damage, because shooting something at range is very difficult, even if I saw an Ovis over there somewhere. At range, it basically becomes useless just because it jumps all over the screen. So at 469 damage per second, it ranks number 6 on the list, actually. So keep that in mind. And again, there are situations where it's somewhat useful, but I wouldn't necessarily go out of your way to use one of these. Now, this is what shocked me the most. Ranking above all of those things is the Revolver. The Revolver deals 99 body shot damage, and then headshot damage 299. Now, what's a little bit interesting on this is that per second, this thing does quite a bit more damage because of the fact that it's able to just continue to shoot like that, right? But you only got 6. The reload is actually really quick, basically giving you 300 damage per second. You see 299 there, 6 shots. So, I mean, that's just give or take 600 damage. But at 299 damage a second, that's the cap that you can hit on just a generic one. That puts it at number 5 most powerful PvP weapon. Kind of useful, obviously, and because it's a line of sight, there's no travel time for it. At any range, whatever you pull the trigger on is going to hit, and that is why the Revolver is a very effective weapon. There is almost no kick, so it always ends up right back in the spot where you put it, which is super useful, and that's why it's on the list. Now here's where things got a little bit shocking for me. The sniper rifle, the Fabricated sniper rifle, which I thought would be number 1, is actually number 4. Number 4 because it does give or take 164 damage to a body shot. To a headshot, it's only going to do 494. I thought it'd be a lot higher than that, but it's not. The Longneck actually does double the damage for a headshot, so if you have someone standing still, the Longneck is technically one of the best weapons in the game. But you'll see that it caps out right around 494 damage per second, meaning that it's the 4th best weapon in the game when it comes to overall damage. Now, yes, there are other things like you can have a sniper and it works at distance, unlike the other weapons, as long as you have a, how do I say this? As long as you are at distance, it is probably one of the best, if not the best weapons in the game. The Longneck technically has better crack power. Now, what do I mean by crack power? The Longneck, if you can hit with it, has the highest damage in the game per shot. For the rifles, so it'll crack armor better than this will. But because you have 8 shots on this and consistently can do damage, 494 damage per second is what the sniper is able to do. Now, yes, there are changes and things that could make that different, but that's kind of just what it is. All right, number 3 on our damage list, and this is where it gets a little bit just based off pure DPS. This is the pump action shotgun, right? You have to get close to hit all of your bullets or zoom in. But if you were to hit body shots only, you're going to do right around maximum 643 damage, assuming all of them hit in the chest. Like, not quite there. And then if you hit a headshot only by some minor miracle, you're hitting right around 1,000-ish, 1,500-ish damage. But you got to be really close to pull that off. So close that it's almost not even worth it. But again, that being said, if you hit with every single pellet on the shotgun blast, what you're going to do is 643 damage per second, making this the 3rd highest damage per second weapon in Ark. Kind of shocking to me. And again, there are some stipulations to that. You have to hit every single pellet, but the reload speed and 6 shots kind of makes it a pretty good weapon. Now, again, this is all focused on burst damage, the most you can do in 1 second. So keep that in mind. This is not continued accuracy, all that kind of thing. This just focuses on that. So this right here is the number 2 weapon when it comes to burst damage inside of Ark. It shoots double the shots that a regular shotgun does. The only negative is that it shoots only 2 shots in the clip, and you have to be stupid close to hit with it. Now, if somebody is standing still, not moving, and you have all of those things checked, and you are this close, you can technically do to body shots right around 1,200 damage with a sawed-off shotgun. Now, that is because they shoot 12 pellets, and it covers a wide range. Now, let's say by some minor miracle, you are insanely close and hit only headshots. You can do quite a bit of damage, 3,263 to be specific. Now, that is a stupid amount of damage. Now, again, the only thing that I'll mention in this is you have to literally be touching whatever you are trying to shoot with the shotgun, because as soon as I step back to even this distance, there's 3 pellets that hit it. So it is a literal, you are touching whatever you are touching with the shotgun, and that is what you're doing. It has to be literally touching it. So it's great for things like wyverns, wyvern defense, because if you have I'm just going to show you because this is highly hilarious. Let's say you've got a capped official one, right around 398, because some people have some overcapped stuff, and you point blank hit a wyvern. Just body shots, there's 4,000 damage in 2 shots. Now, by some miracle, let's say you get headshots, right? There's 7,000 right there. Yeah, that's kind of wild, but you know, it is what it is. So the number 2 damage weapon in the game is actually the sawed-off. You just have to be stupid close in order to actually use it. Kind of crazy. Now, I'd honestly totally forgot about this as a PvP weapon, but the number 1 weapon inside of Ark is actually the tech rifle. The tech rifle per body shot does a base of 539 per shot, and then on a headshot does 1619 per shot. And then because of its high fire rate, assuming you can hit with it, it has a maintained damage of 3,779 damage per second. So if you're able to lock somebody down, this is the most effective weapon in the game. This is only a 100% tech rifle, by the way. So if you're able to get an even higher one, you're going to do even more damage, and you can just get a crazy amount of damage. Now, the negative of this, right, is that because of this, I'm going to go ahead and show you, there is a travel time and a maximum distance. So it makes it a little bit hard to hit from distance, but you can technically do it if somebody's stuck in place and you kind of just unload on them. Now, obviously it is a little bit more difficult and easier to do up front, but if you were to use the zoom and you took a shadow stake with this as well, you could also lay down, making it so your accuracy is a little bit better. And even though it's moving all over the place, all of the bullets are always going to hit in the exact same spot. So the tech rifle is a little bit of a cheat code when it comes to damage overall. Even at about, so I mean, again, the cap of this is right about 14 foundations. So let's call it right about there is about my cap. I'm going to take a guess and say I don't hit it. Nope, I still hit it from there. So you can see there's a little bit of a range on it, but if I hold my shots down on it, I can still hit for a ridiculous amount of damage. So the best weapon in the game is the tech rifle, not particularly close. And if you manage for some reason to hit headshots, it's just game over. Now, again, just to show you how crazy it can be, the technical highest that you can get on an official server is 250 that I've ever seen. And it's technically possible. I don't think it'll, I mean, maybe one exists. Body shots, you're doing 10,000 damage a second. And then headshots, you're upgrading just a wee bit there to 20,283 damage per second. Now, that is all 10 of the weapons inside of Ark with their DPS. Now, for those of you that are roid raging right now, yes, I completely understand that there are different things that exist before you freak out on me. There are ranges, there are travel times, there are certain scenarios, and all those kinds of things. Yes, this is not a video telling you what is the best overall weapon no matter what. I'm simply telling you what the best DPS in the game is, and that is in best case scenario. Best case scenario, tech rifle. Sawed-off shotgun is going to be number 2, shotgun being number 3, number 4 is the sniper, number 5 is the revolver. Kind of crazy, I didn't expect that, but that is the best DPS weapons inside of Ark. So, kind of shocked me. Let me know what you think below. Obviously, there are certain scenarios where you'd use some over the others, but I mean, I was a little bit startled when I found that out. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And other than that, teach out.